Hello guys, welcome to this course on C++ programming tutorial for absolute beginners. The goal of this course is to provide you the working knowledge of C++. We will start with the basics including syntax, operators, loops and functions. I will explain how to use the data structures and create your own functions. I will show you the details of powerful object and template systems so you can create useful classes and objects. Finally, we will cover the unique and powerful standard template library, or as we say STL, which provides you some of the most flexible containers classes available anywhere. C++ is not just a powerful programming language. It's also the basics of many other popular languages. So this knowledge will serve you well even when you are not using C++. So let's get started with C++ programming for absolute beginners. Hello guys, welcome to this course on C++ programming tutorial for beginners. Now, first question you may ask yourself is, what is C++? So C++ is a compiled object-oriented programming language. So C++ is a compiled, what is meant by compiled language? Compiled means when you write your C++ program, you need to convert this program into a executable file, and that's what this compiler will do. And object oriented, this we will see in the later videos what is object oriented means in C++ and how we can use this object oriented nature of C++. So that's for a later video we will see. Okay, now C++ is a successor of C, and C was a procedural language. So C was not an object-oriented programming language, but when C++ was written, it's written as a superset of C, and it has the features of object-oriented programming. Okay, so this operator plus was added to C++, and this indicates that is a successor operator of C. Okay, so these two plus in front of C indicate that it's a successor operator. Okay, now C was derived from a language called B, which was in turn derived from BCPL in that time. Now in early 70s, a scientist called Dennis Ritchie has invented the C language, or has developed this C language. And in early 80s, a scientist called Bronier Stroup of AT&T Bell Labs has invented or developed the C++ version of C. Okay, now most of the C is a superset of C++. So if you know C, you may find some of the keywords which are also used in C++. Okay, now why do we care about learning C? Now why do we care about learning C++? So video games are one of the most common example of C++ programming. Computer games on PC are almost guaranteed to have some of the code or all the code written in C. Okay, so if you want to become a game developer, you may want to learn C. So if you want to become a game developer, you may want to learn C++. Okay, and because it's a common and because of the common connection to C, C++ is also commonly used in embedded programs as well. Now, if you don't know what are embedded programs are the programs which are written to program microcontrollers or microprocessors, and as we all know, they are the integral part of robotics or machines. So if you want to become a robot programmer or embedded programming developer, you may want to learn C++. Okay, now to edit or to write a C++ program, you want to have a software called IDE, and IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, and an IDE is a full suite for software development. So typically this IDE comes with a text editor and a compiler and a debugger. Text editor is where you will write your code. Compiler is a tool which will convert your software into a executable file, and a debugger will help you to find bugs if you have some bugs in your code. Okay, so the text editor are the main component, as they offer functionality like syntax highlighting, project management, and source control integration, etc. Okay, and remember, an IDE is not a compiler, but most IDE will come with a compiler. Okay, now we are going to download IDE called CodeBlocks, which comes with the compiler called GCC. So let's see how we can download this CodeBlocks IDE and how we can write our first C++ program in this CodeBlocks IDE. So just open your favorite browser and search for CodeBlocks. Okay, and the first link most probably will come here, will be from codeblocks.org. So click this link, and from this codeblocks.org you can see why I'm insisting on using CodeBlocks, because it's an open source cross-platform free C++, C and Fortran IDE. So it's an open source, so it's free to use, and it's a cross-platform IDE. Cross-platform means you can use it on your Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. So it's available for all the OS versions which are popular in use. Okay, now to download this CodeBlocks IDE, you need to go to this download section here, and in this download section you may want to click this first option, which is download the binary release. Okay, so click this first option, and in here there are different versions of this CodeBlocks IDE available here. So for Windows, you can see there are 3 versions available. One is CodeBlocks 13.12. At the time of making this video, 13.12 is the latest version of CodeBlocks IDE. And second is the CodeBlocks IDE with MinGW setup. And we want to download this binary file. Why? Because it comes with the compiler. MinGW is a compiler to compile your C++ program, and when we download this version, it will come with the compiler, so we don't have to exclusively download this compiler to add with your IDE. So choose the second option, which is CodeBlocks with MinGW setup, and you can download it from sourceforge.net or this Burley OS. So I'm going to click this sourceforge.net link here, and it's going to start download in few seconds. Okay, so you can just save this executable file anywhere where you want, and once this file is downloaded, it's not a big file. It will take around 1 or 2 minutes to download, and once it's downloaded, you just need to run this executable file in order to install this IDE. Okay, so it's not a rocket science to install it. You just need to click some next button and it will be installed. And once it's installed, you can find this IDE under your program files x86 folder in your C folder. So here is CodeBlock's IDE, and inside this you may observe that this folder is there, which is min.gv, and this min.gw will help us to compile our program, and this CodeBlocks is coming with this min.gv compiler, so we don't need any extra compiler for our needs. Okay, so once everything is done, so once CodeBlocks is installed, you can just click this icon on your desktop, CodeBlocks, and it's going to open CodeBlocks IDE. And for the first time when you open this CodeBlocks IDE, it's going to give you the interface like this. Now, in order to create your first C++ program, you need to go to File and go to New and go to Project. So you want to create a new project. And in here you will see different kind of project which you can develop with C++. Okay, and one we want to develop is this one, which is a console application. So select this console application and click Go, and then click Next. And in here you may want to choose C++ because we want to develop C++ program. Okay, so choose C++, click Next, and in here you need to give your project name, for example test CPP, and then click Next, and leave all the settings as default in this section and click Finish. Okay, so this is going to create a project for you, and inside this project you will find a source folder, and inside the source folder you will be able to see this file called main.cpp. Now what this code is and how it works, we are going to discuss in the next video, but let's see how we can save this program and compile this program and run this program. So first of all, to compile this program, you may want to save this first. Okay, so just click this save icon here, and then you can just right click on your project and you can build it. So just select this option called build here. Okay, and this is going to compile your program. One more option to build your program is clicking this icon here. Okay, so this icon will build your program. So I'm going to click this icon and it's going to build my program, and the build result will come in this console here. Okay, so if your program has some bugs or errors, it will show you the details of the bugs here. But right now my program has 0 errors, 0 warnings, right? So I can run my program. So after building my program, I want to run it. So for running this, we want to click this green arrow button here. So I'm going to click this and it's going to run my program, and I can see this hello world printed here. And what this program is doing and the program structure of this program and how this program works, we will see in the next video. So in this way you can download and install CodeBlocks IDE.